If you've ever finished a romance novel and wished you could stay with the characters just a little longer, then The Long Game by Rachel Reid is exactly the audiobook you've been waiting for. This isn't just another sports romance. It's a deeply emotional story about what happens after the happily ever after. Because falling in love is only the beginning. Staying together is the real challenge. The story follows Shane Hollander and Ilya Rozanov, two elite hockey players who have already captured readers' hearts. They come from rival teams, live under constant public attention, and carry the pressure of careers that demand perfection. But behind the headlines, there's simply two people trying to build a life together while keeping their relationship alive in a world that doesn't make it easy. What makes this audiobook so powerful is how real it feels. Instead of relying on unnecessary drama, Rachel Reid focuses on trust, communication, mental health, distance, sacrifice, and the small everyday moments that truly define love. You'll see two strong characters learning that relationships require patience, honesty, and choosing each other over and over again. As an audiobook, this story becomes even more immersive. The narrator brings every conversation, emotional confession, and quiet moment to life in a way that makes you feel like you're right there with Shane and Ilya. Whether it's a playful exchange that makes you smile or a heartfelt scene that leaves you emotional, every chapter feels genuine and unforgettable. Even if you're not a hockey fan, don't let that stop you. The sport creates the setting, but the heart of the story is universal. It's about finding someone who understands you completely and fighting to keep that connection despite every obstacle. One of the reasons so many listeners recommend The Long Game is because it doesn't rush the relationship. It allows you to experience every victory, every setback, and every emotional breakthrough. That makes the ending feel incredibly rewarding because you've lived the journey alongside the characters. If you enjoy emotional romance, slow-burn relationship development, LGBTQ+ love stories, and characters who feel authentic instead of perfect, this audiobook deserves a place on your listening list. Some stories entertain you for a few hours. Others stay with you long after the final chapter ends. The Long Game is one of those rare audiobooks that reminds you why people fall in love with romance in the first place. If you're curious to experience this unforgettable story, you'll find information about accessing the full audiobook through the link in the description. Once you start listening, you'll quickly understand why so many romance fans consider this one of Rachel Reid's very best novels.